Hi, I'm Ben, and today I'm going to review Bob's Red Mill gluten-free pancake mix. A couple of months ago I stopped eating wheat and all my stomach problems that I'd had for years disappeared. So over the last couple of months I've been experimenting and trying a lot of different gluten-free stuff. So I thought it would be kind of cool to start reviewing some things. I didn't want to specifically name this channel Gluten-Free Reviews because I'll probably eventually run out of gluten-free stuff to review and then I'll maybe move on to something else. I don't know, I wanted to leave it open, but today we are reviewing Bob's Red Mill gluten-free pancake mix. And full disclosure, I did make this morning. I made the batch this morning. I'm going to make another batch now and show you how to do it and how I did it, and then we'll talk about it. Yeah, so I actually really like them, and we'll get more into that in a little bit. Super easy to make. It's like 4 ingredients, including the mix. I'm a chef by trade. I've been a chef for almost 20 years. So mixes are a little foreign to me. Used to do everything from scratch, but since I've become gluten-free, I have had to kind of eat that a little bit and start buying a few more mixes because it just makes life so much easier. So I've tried a few different things. This is the first pancake mix I've had. And to be completely honest, I actually liked this more than most non-gluten-free pancakes I've had. It doesn't have that kind of baking soda flavor that you get with a lot of pancakes, and they're super light and fluffy. So I'm going to show you how I did it, but first I'm just going to kind of round up the ingredients. So I'll be right back, and we will throw together a batch, and then we'll do a full review of them. All right, stay tuned. Okay, so the recipe on the back of the bag calls for 1 cup milk, 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of either melted butter or oil, and a cup of milk. And then it's 1.5 cups of the flour. So it says preheat skillet to medium-high heat. Check. In a bowl, whisk together the eggs, milk, and oil, and then add the mix and whisk until smooth. Okay, so we'll break our eggs. Whisk in our milk. I just have some beets cooking if anybody's wondering what that is. And our oil. Okay, so now we have to whisk in our mix. So the only thing I've kind of noticed that I didn't really like is the bag. It's pretty, sorry, it's pretty hard to actually measure out, you need accurately. So you just kind of eyeball or do it as best you can. See? Yeah. So you could obviously dump this in a container, but it's easier just to store it in the bag. So there's 1/2 cup. One cup. And 1.5 cups. Now, I'm noticing, so I did make a batch of these this morning for breakfast, and then I'm making, so I made 2 batches in total, including this one, and there's like, I don't know, maybe 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup of mix left. I don't know why they wouldn't have balanced it up perfectly so that you had just enough, unless it's just so you always have a little bit so you always have to keep buying it. I'm not sure. Anyway, so we're just going to mix this up, and it says mix until smooth. So we'll mix it until smooth. And there we go. So it's nice and smooth. hot. I'm actually just going to use my, actually I'm going to mix more. Give a third cup here. Just a little bit of oil in the pan. I'm just going to take a scoop, so this is a third of a cup. Does it actually have... Okay, so really cooking instructions, it says for each pancake pour a 1/4 cup batter onto a hot skillet. Cook until the top is bubbly, about 3 minutes. Adjust the temperature as needed, flip and cook 2 more minutes. Serve immediately or hold in a 200-degree oven until ready to serve. Should make 8 pancakes. So that's a decent amount, and based on what I made this morning, that's pretty accurate. I used a 1/4 cup measure, and it was pretty much right on. So that's good. The only thing I did notice that I only put my pan over medium heat. It says medium high, and it did burn the first pancake. I had to adjust the heat quite a bit. So I'm going to turn it down a little. And it also didn't bubble as much as a normal pancake would. I think because the batter is a bit thicker than a normal pancake, so you kind of have to flip it a little sooner than you would think. And even a little sooner than it says. I'm going to bring you over to show you this. You can see that nice little pancake there. So I'm actually going to make a bunch of these, and I'm going to freeze them, and then I'm going to use them as the bread for breakfast sandwiches, because they were a really nice texture, and I think that they'll work really well for that. So that's kind of why I'm doing this, because I was going to make them anyway. And they get really nice and fluffy too. They're not like a really flat pancake, which is really good. And actually, I'm looking at this, and I think like to use this for a breakfast sandwich, it's getting thick enough that you would only have to use one, and you could cut it like a piece of bread. So maybe I'll use that as a video later. Okay, so just checking. It is cooked. So I'm just going to leave it there. Because you don't really want to watch me cook all of these. Okay, so we have our pancake. You can see it's pretty fluffy. It smells pretty good. Nice moist interior. I don't know if you can see that. Nice moist interior. Really nice texture. Not too sweet, no like chemical flavors or anything. For ingredients, they have gluten-free flour, which is sweet rice flour, brown rice flour, potato starch, sweet white sorghum flour, tapioca flour, xanthan gum, sugar, baking powder, and salt. So there's really not too much in there that's not great for you, which is good. And yeah, they taste like pancakes. They're pretty delicious. I ate a couple of them this morning. My wife ate a couple, and we really like them. So this, again, is Bob's Red Mill gluten-free pancake mix. Again, I generally wouldn't buy a pancake mix, but because it's gluten-free and I now eat gluten-free, it makes my life a lot easier. Yes, if you have any questions about this, feel free to ask. Yeah, I'm going to do some more reviews coming up. I have some like gluten-free pasta and stuff, and we'll see what else I can get. Some of it might just be me eating gluten-free things, some might be me cooking, and some might not be gluten-free food at all. It might be equipment. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyway, this was my first video. I hope that it was informative in some way. I would highly recommend if you like pancakes and you are gluten free, I would highly recommend Bob's Red Mill Pancake Mix. I'm Ben. I'll see you later.